The good guys. Yeah, the good guys are coming. Where the hell's Modesto?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Modesto, USA. We want to thank Goodguys for bringing their event and bringing all of you to the home of cruising, home of George Lucas, home of American Graffiti. It's an exciting day for us to have you all here, and we're so glad after all these years to be on the circuit now, places to visit nationwide for classic cars. And thank you all for showing up, because what you're seeing right now is just the start. First, you got to have a building. Well, before that, you got to have a dream. And there's a couple of this room that have been working on this thing for 20-something years. We've always tried to find the right place, the right building. When this building came along right here on Old Historic 99, we knew that we had a special place that could be the home of American Graffiti. So we're proud that we got the facility. We've got a great group of board and advisors that are helping us lead the way. We've got some good partnerships with the county of Stanislaus and the city of Modesto. And so we're going to make Modesto proud. We're going to create an experience here. Who's all been to the Okoboji Museum in Iowa? Anybody? A couple of us here. That vision is what we want to do. We want to be more than a warehouse full of cars. We want to take you back to that night in 1962 that George Lucas immortalized in American Graffiti. We want to create an experience that's like you're walking down the streets in a cruise. We'll have streetscapes, great rock and roll, great places for music. We'll have a drive-in theater, all to take you back in time. And the best part is, it's not just for all of the class of 62 or the class of 53 or the class of 79 like I am, or even the class of 22. We want to build something that it keeps the excitement of the classic car, the art, the rock and roll, all of these things that mean so much to us. It's our job to teach the kids and the next folks out there, you know, get the kids of the lowriders excited, get the next generation of gearheads. People want to make the car, the music, and the art their thing. It's up to us to do the next generation. So that's what you're on a mission for. You travel to the United States finding great car shows, and it's all about spreading the word about cool cars, rock and roll, chrome, and that whole cruising high-performance experience. Some people like to race. Some people like to cruise. Some people just like to look at them. I mean, I collect old guitars, so I'm right in that same group with you there. So anyway, my name's Chris Murphy. I'm on the board of directors of the Gala Center, the Graffiti USA Classic Car Museum, something we're really proud of. We're so glad you're here. And I want to bring up to the stage one of the guys who helped make it happen at the city of Modesto, because every good museum, every great place has a good teamwork with the county and the city. So I'd like to invite Modesto Vice Mayor Dave Wright up to the stage right now.
Thank you, Chris. Hey, I'm excited. We have I want to say the old good guys, but it's not old good guys. It's good guys are here today from all over Northern California. As part of the city of Modesto and our mayor and our council, we want to welcome you here. This is a great venue. We get a lot of different groups coming in here and using this venue. And if any of you have any cars that you would like to park here, I'm sure we can make an arrangement to have them stored here. Right, Chris? Yeah, we're always looking for some great cars. Yeah, we'll sell them too. So we've done a great job on selling vehicles out of here. On behalf of the city of Modesto, we want to thank you for being here. Hopefully you'll have some great weather today, and I want you to enjoy Modesto. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. It's great to have these partnerships that make these things work. You know, sometimes it's not just the money you need, it's getting permission. And those of you who put on car shows and cruises over the year, isn't permission like one of the best things you can get from a community? So we're trying to do that here, and we want to make sure that this is the home of the cruise. I'd like to invite Mr. John Sanders, who's the chair of our board of directors, and John's been one of our champions to bring this to life for many times. Also the owner of that super cool British Racing Green Aston Martin out front.
Thank you, Chris, and welcome to all of you from the Good Guys Tour. We're really excited to have you here. This is, as Chris has said, this is a museum that we're just building. You can tell that we're just building it. We have a board of 11 people and a group of about 20 advisors in addition to that. So we have a good cross-section of people who are making this thing happen. And it's a long time in coming. There's been a lot of people for many, many years that have wanted to do this, and we're fortunate to be able to do it. As you can tell, we're starting from scratch with this building. And so little by little, we're going to have actually real bathrooms. And we're even going to have, instead of fans here, some good big-ass cooling over the big-ass fans, and that'll be next. So little by little, we're getting there. So we really welcome you here. We hope you have, I think you have another couple stops today, so we're privileged to be the first one on your stop. And thank you for coming. We look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, John. It is really special to have everybody here because you're catching it at just the start. We are actually kind of open because we got to get open and start paying some bills and make it happen while we build it. But what you'll notice today as you go through the tour, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. It's a 1938 building in the state of California, which means we have a lot of seismic stuff and a lot of structural stuff. So there actually is a lot of work going on. Thanks to Ron Pippin and his construction crew, amazing work. We'll show you some of the things that are being done as we try to work and keep it open. So you'll see that today on a little tour. The way it's going to work today is we're going to take you on a little tour through what we're going to start, and then tell you about a little bit about the 10th Street. And before, it's tough with a big group to keep everyone up in the loop, but what we're going to show you in the next room is the front part is going to be an opening welcome gift center, and we're hoping to build a diner that's world class right here on the old Highway 99. You'll notice in our illustrations we're going to blow the front of this building out and make it round like the old diners were. I mean, the old diners were just basically regular greasy spoons, right? But they wanted to attract the motorists, so they were round and flashy. So we want to make sure that we're round and and flashy, and we'll get people from the freeway out there. So we're going to follow in that same vein. We're also working with the state of California to become a Visit California welcome station. So that means that they'll be directing people to us to come see the Graffiti USA Museum, and then we'll kind of be the jumping off point for going to Yosemite and everything. So we want to be the hub of all things visitors, because the one thing we've learned is Graffiti Summer has been going on here, you know, for almost 25 years, and we already have people coming from New Zealand, Australia, Germany, France, England, coming to see the home of American Graffiti. Now we're going to have something cool to show them when they get here, and that's what we're trying to build right now. And then the next room we're going to go to is going to be where we turn into 10th Street. You're going to see a street kind of build. Anyone been in Disneyland? Everybody? Anybody? You know Main Street. It's got kind of a 2/3, 1/3. It's a scaled down city as you walk through it. That's what the inside of our museum is going to look like. We have almost 28 storefronts that are going to be stories of the past that's going to tell our story, talk about some of the old businesses, talk about the old cruises, the legend, the car clubs, the rock and roll, the nightclubs. We're going to tell Modesto stories through this story, and you're walking down the sidewalk like you're a night on the cruise. You're going to go into the back room, and it's going to be the cruise at dusk. It'll be magic hour forever. So it'll be dusk, neon lights, same kind of thing. We're also going to have a museum within a museum. So we're going to have the Museum of Radio History. If you're going back, since you have a couple times here, a couple minutes, 1938, there was a radio station in Central Valley called KTRB. And on KTRB, Clay Maddox, Fred Maddox went to Rice Furniture and said, would you sponsor our radio show, because we want to create a hillbilly band. That hillbilly band in 1938 became Maddox Brothers and Rose. That band was the genesis of rockabilly music right here in town. KTRB Radio was the radio station that broadcast all over the Central Valley, making that hillbilly boogie music famous, which then became rockabilly, later on. It was actually an insult from the Nashville radio station. We're not playing that stinking rockabilly. And they went, rockabilly, that's a great name. Let's run with it. Then the 1940s, Chester Smith. Chester Smith actually sent his friend Buck Owens to Bakersfield for the Bakersfield sound. So we have a radio history museum inside our museum that was K5 back in the days, broadcasting inside of Burgess Drive-In. So there's a lot of stories to tell. We're going to have replicas of some downtown buildings. Then this building right here we'll take you through is going to be a drive-in theater. So when you walk in, it'll be showing American Graffiti, American Hot Wax, all the fun movies out there by day, with the cars. By night, it'll be an event center that'll seat almost 500 people. We'll be building a catering kitchen and a real stage with built-in sound, so it's going to be quite an epic deal. This room right here where you're sitting is going to be our theme room. So every month we'll have something different. As often as our museum crew can turn it over, it'll be Mopar month one month. It'll be Mustang celebration. It'll be Camaro month. There'll be foreign cars. It'll be motorcycles one month. But we want to keep it interesting. So every time you come back to the Graffiti USA Museum, it's different. There's something new to see when you come back every time. And then this room right here is car sales. We are a used car lot, my friends. Charlie Fernandez and those guys have Graffiti USA Motors, and they are selling classic cars. We are also taking donations of cars that we use to help fund the building of the museum. We are also doing consignment sales. So I think they probably sold 10 or 12 classic cars now through here. So there's a lot happening. And so we're glad you're here today, and just want to give you that brief introduction of what you're going to see, because it's tough to hear in these rooms when it's a big group going around later on. So I just want to give you a heads up. I'd like to invite Harry Davies up here from the Goodguys to say a few words. That we are so grateful for Harry and his team for coming today. We love showing our museum up, and thanks for being here. Welcome, Harry.
Boy, do they have some big plans or what? I can't wait to come back and see when everything's done. We had this museum on our radar for probably the last 2 or 3 years, and we were just waiting for it to open and to be taking visitors in, and we got it on Hot Rod Week. We called them. They were so excited that we were coming by. So let's give a big round of applause to everybody here at the American Graffiti Museum Modesto, and also the Modesto Area Street Rod Association. Give them a big round of applause. They were the reason why you see the cars that are here. They're a big part of the culture in this area. We're very glad to be here. We appreciate your hospitality, and we're looking forward to coming back for many years to come. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we were glad to have you. Tell your friends. And yeah, the Modesto Street Rod Association, just so you know, that's the first weekend show, first weekend in June, every year, that first Sunday at McHenry Village. That kicks off graffiti summer. So I think Brent Burnside's probably got some, save the date next year for our graffiti. What date next year is graffiti weekend? June 9th, 10th, and 11th, right here in Modesto for the American Graffiti Festival and cruise on the Friday night. So put it in your calendars already. We hope to have you come back. We have amazing, our volunteer network is amazing. Guy Cecil Russell here was formerly with Save Mart Supermarkets. He's a retailer at heart, and he has built the retail side of this with the store up front, with Carly Russell, his daughter, and Jennifer Mullins. We've got so many great volunteers that are helping working out here. And then they have prepared for you today a special gift bag. So each one of the Goodguys members get a gift bag that has some memorabilia and some of the swag we're selling in the front store right here. So each one of those you all get right there. And then on the way out, definitely take some time and check out the store. And I want to bring out our proprietor, Mr. Cecil Russell.
I don't know why he called me up. I'm just a facilitator. So anyway, we really appreciate you guys coming. We did make up. Carly happens to be my daughter. Jennifer, they worked kind of overtime on putting these gift bags together for the Goodguys and that. So make sure that you come by, and Linda over here and Jennifer are going to hand them out to you. Thank you for coming.
All right, thanks, Cecil. You know these things, I mean, volunteers are the key to everything. Whether it's a car show, a street cruise, street closures, getting the signposts up. You know, we can't have enough volunteers to do all this. And so we are grateful for our volunteers, grateful for the teamwork we have between the car clubs. And the fact that you guys are here helps us tell the world more about what's going on and hopefully attracts more volunteers. And we keep this thing running for the next 20, 30, 50, 100 years. So it'll be a lot of fun. But anyway, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thanks for putting us on the calendar. Go ahead and grab your gift bag. And in 5 minutes, let's meet up in the main room here, right where the cop car is, the 57 Chevy out here. Thank you, everybody.